Hi there, it's Tamara, also known as The Construction Writer. You can find me at www.theconstructionwriter.ca. I've been making a series of videos about some of the marketing tips and tricks that I've picked up over 20 years about how you can better market your construction business. And today I'm doing something a little bit different because I'm actually making this video as an accompaniment to a blog post about how to make a company profile. And this video is all about how to use a company profile. Now, over the 20 years that I've been in the industry as an estimator, project manager, and I've owned my own company and all kinds of things, one of the things that I found works really well to market your business is to have a professional looking company profile. It doesn't have to be super expensive to make it. It doesn't have to be a professionally printed and bound book or anything like that. There are ways to go about it that makes it easy to produce when you need it and easy to adjust when it's required. But in this video, it's all about how you can get the maximum benefit out of your company profile once you've made it. So, who am I? As always, I've been in the construction business for 20 years. I studied construction. I've been an estimator and project manager, but I've also been heavily involved in marketing and that kind of thing. I'm also a freelance writer. I started in 2008 writing for the web and for print, and in 2012 I was published by Random Penguin. My book, Owner Building Made Easy, was all about the construction industry and how laymen can use some of the tools that we use in the construction business to better manage their own projects. So I've been doing this for a while and I've had some hands-on experience. So the first way that you want to use your company profile is as a leave behind item. So when you go and see somebody, especially somebody that you haven't done business with before, they're going to be seeing a lot of other people and they're going to be busy with a lot of other things and all that kind of thing. So there's a good chance that if you have a 5 to 10 minute conversation with them, they're not really going to remember you. But if you have something to leave behind, they have a tangible thing that they can put on their desk, and every time they look at it, they're going to remember who you are. So a leave behind item is always very important when you're calling on customers to make sure that they have something, whether it is a company profile or a brochure or a data sheet or a business card, even something that you leave behind that is tangible so that people remember who you are is very important. The benefit of leaving your company profile behind is that it tells them your business story. So who you are, what you do, what makes you special. So that means when they're looking for somebody, they're going to go, oh, I saw that kind of company in this profile, and they're going to contact you to ask you for a quote or something like that. So it's a great tool to use as a leave behind. Then, as a supporting document, I've always sent a company profile along with all my bids and quotes on bigger jobs, especially for commercial, industrial, and government projects. It's just a different level that you're operating at. And when people see something that has been professionally put together, that looks slick, that has images and graphics and is laid out nicely and has a table of contents and that kind of thing, it just looks like they're dealing with a professional company. And that's what people want when they're selecting somebody to do work for them. They don't want to be dealing with a guy who comes to site with his beat up truck and doesn't look the part. They want to deal with somebody who they know can get the job done. So as a supporting document, this speaks for you and says, look, we're a professional company. We took the time to put all our information together in this easy to follow way, and we'd like to work for you. So then again, when you're pre-qualifying, I'm a big fan of vendor lists, and a lot of big companies and organizations and government departments and that kind of thing do have vendor lists or supplier lists or whatever they want to call it. And this is just a list of companies that they can call when they need something done that isn't necessarily going to go out on tender. And very often, depending on the company or organization, that could be anywhere from under 5,000 to maybe under $30,000. So it's not exactly tiny things that you're going to be doing. And it tends to be regular work because they'll usually have maybe 5 to 10 different companies for a particular discipline in their list. So they're going to be rotating through those companies. So whenever they need something done, if you're one of those companies that are pre-qualified to work for them, you'll be able to get the job. And your company profile just is that extra step when you're pre-qualifying. Again, people look at it and they go, wow, this company really is put together and I know what they're doing and that kind of thing. And they're going to pay more attention to the rest of the information that you send them. And then at trade shows, Not everybody does trade shows, I know, but it's a good way to get your name out there. But if you don't have something for people to take away when you go to a trade show, again, they're not going to remember you because I mean, there's 2 to 3 thousand booths or something at some of these big shows, and they're going to go around and talk to everybody and get a business card, and the business cards are going to get lost in their backpack or wherever they put it and that kind of thing. If you give them something big, something that has all your information, something that stands out from everything else they've seen, they're going to take it back to their office and put it on their desk. I think I've actually got a note in my the accompanying blog about why the front and the back of your company profile are important. So make sure you read that post because there's some very important information in there. So yeah, at trade shows, a company profile is a very good way to promote your brand, and because it looks bigger and it looks slicker, and even if it doesn't cost you as much to make, it looks like you've really gone to an effort. And again, people want to do business with companies that make an effort. As my last item that I want to talk about is as an email attachment, because not every time that you deal with somebody, you're going to be able to quickly run over and drop off a company profile. They might be on the other side of the country or in a different country or something like that. Depending on what you do, if you're a material supplier, you might be looking for customers in a different country that you want to export to and that kind of thing. It could take a while for something to get there in the mail, but if you have it saved as a high quality PDF, you can send it as an email attachment, and it has almost the same kind of impact. Of course, it's not something that they're going to have lying on their desk, so they're not going to see it every time they pass by, but it's definitely something that will get people's attention rather than, just a quick little email and get lost and that sort of thing. So yeah, as far as the marketing documents that you have, I think this is probably the first thing you should do because it is so versatile and it can be used for so many different things. But I do think that unless you are a mega corporation that has these things professionally done every year or whatever, I think that there are ways that you can do it yourself that's still going to look like it's professional, but it's going to be easy to change and add sections if you need to, or update information because people leave, maybe you move premises and those kinds of things. And once that happens, if you have a stack of printed copies, you can't really use them unless you scratch it out and scribble in the correct location, and that again doesn't look professional. Anyway, so that's my little video about how you can use your company profile to get more eyes on your business and to get more business from your customers and from new customers. I hope you enjoyed it, and please do read the blog because it does tell you a lot about what needs to be in your company profile and how you can actually put one together that looks fantastic. Thanks for listening. Bye.